Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is the Great and Powerful Zilla. And before we begin today, I wanted to first of all extend to all of you. I hope that you're all safe and sound during this crisis of insanity that we have going on right now. And I hope that nobody in your family or you and yours has been touched by this virus that's been going around, the Chinese virus. Okay. What I want to talk about today is a subject that I have been getting into lately. Um, as I'm running out of tier 10 ships to grind, and I decided to go down the French destroyer line. And boy, let me tell you, if you like self um, deprecation, if you like sadomasochism, if you like to find out if there's proof of life after death, these are the ships for you because they are god awful terrible. Now I know that there are unicoms out there that can play these ships and look like a superstar. I am not one of them. These things are horrible. Oh my god. But before we get to that, let's talk about what you got in the game. First of all, this ship was commissioned in 1939 along with its sister ship, the Volte. These were designed to be scout escorts for the Dunkirk class battleships. All right. They were actually aligned to go against the Italian Navy. Not the British Navy, not the German Navy, the Italian Navy. Okay. Now, these things were armed with eight 138.6 millimeter guns, which basically gave them light cruiser armament. The Mogador and Volte were attacked by the British on the 3rd of July in 1940 at Messer el Khabib when the British told them to surrender or be destroyed. The Volte got away. The Mogador was hit by a 15-inch shell. It detonated her depth charges in her stern. She blew up, but she didn't sink. She was later repaired and she was sent to Toulon. And then in 1942, when the Germans tried to take him, they scuttled the ship. So this ship had a non-existent career as far as that goes. Um, and in the game, it is, in my opinion, equally useless. This I'm going to show you a co-op game that I did. Now, co-op's unique with these destroyers because all of the enemy ships are going to focus fire on you, whereas with the random, you might be able to get away with something, right? But let's take a look at what we got in the game. First of all, she's got 8 very slow firing guns, all right, for a destroyer. So she's got 5.5-inch guns. She's got 8 of them, all right, and they fire at, where's the reload? Every 8 seconds. Pitiful. Pitiful. Her torpedoes, the 21-inch torpedo tubes, there's 2 launchers on one swivel in the middle, and then there's one launcher on each side. These things have a range of only 8 kilometers, and they will do, well, God, 75 knots, so they are pretty darn fast. But only 8-kilometer range. Okay, AA defense, she's not going to defend herself against aircraft. You come up against CV, put your head between your legs and kiss your butt goodbye, because that's about it. Maneuverability, she's fast, 43 knots. She's not as fast as the Soviet destroyers, but she is fast. And with the speed boost and flags, I think you can get that over 50. Concealment, no, 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 she ain't got that either. 7.5 kilometer detection range, better than the Soviet ships, but here's the kicker. These ships and the European ships, which are another exercise in proving that there's life after death, these ships have no smoke. Now, you may say to yourself, well, it doesn't really matter at that tier. Everybody's got radar, hydro, and you got CVs as well. At least smoke gives you a chance to get out of trouble. These things are dead. The minute they're spotted, they're dead. Unless your enemies can't shoot for a damn. It's just everything break. And the Soviets are in the same bag, but they have smoke and they have some armor to them, right? So they can withstand a little bit more and get away from trouble. These things, Oh, hell no. These things are just horrible on every possible level. Oh, by the way, the torpedo reload is not bad. Where is the reload speed? Reload time of 58 seconds, so less than a minute. So that's better than average. So, the torpedoes are okay. But consider this, your torpedoes have an 8 kilometer range, your detection range is 7.5. That is with a captain that has concealment and the concealment mod. So that's as good as it's going to get, folks, and with the camouflage. That's as good as you're going to get. The torpedoes aren't going to get any longer range, okay? So you've got a half a kilometer of difference between you firing those torpedoes off at maximum range, which gives enemy ships that once they see a destroyer, they know that torpedoes are on the way, are going to give them plenty of time to either turn in or turn away from your torpedoes and make them out of range anyway. This is a suicide machine. This is a suicide machine. This has no purpose whatsoever. I couldn't bring this. I'm playing through it to get through the tech tree, right? Okay? I wouldn't even consider bringing this to clan wars or rank battles or anything like that. This thing's a freaking disaster. And I got a long way to go to the Kleber, which is even worse when it comes to concealment. Okay? So, yeah, this guy's concealment is 87, Kleber is 72. Yeah, good luck with that. What a freaking disaster. Oh my God. These things are horrible. But they were actually built. All the way through the Kleber, they were actually built and they actually existed in real life. Okay? Even though they actually accomplished not a damn thing in World War II, they did exist. Okay? Because any of the French ships that stayed in Vichy France sided with the Nazis. All right? And, they weren't actively used against the Allies, but they didn't help the Allies either. There were a few French ships that defected, quote unquote, to the British and fought under the Admiralty. But these things in the game, I'm just here to tell you, what a waste of freaking time. Oh my God. I mean, if you're at my point where I am, where you've just ripped through all the Tier 10 ships and all I have left is the French line, the European line, and the Pan-Asian line, all of which I consider to be an exercise in torture, then you're out of luck with these things because, oh my God. And the European destroyers are no better. And they're not as fast as these ships, and they have no smoke. And I've been playing the Visby. I managed to get a hold of the Visby through the missions and the little tokens. Oh my God. What a disaster. I got that first stage done where you get the permaflash for it, and I was like, yeah, that's a port decoration. No way. These things are just awful, okay? So we're going to go into a co-op game. I'm going to show you what it can possibly do. Not much to see there, folks, honestly, But you can see some of the things that this ship has. This big selling point is it's fast. Well, you know what? The rounds coming out of those guns shooting at you are a little bit faster than you are. All right? What a freaking disaster. Wargaming needs to have their head examined. Anyway, let's go into battle. All right, again, co-op battle. Pardon me. The thing with these ships and the European destroyers without smoke, in a co-op battle, it's a lot different from a regular destroyer because co-op AI, generally speaking, doesn't use hydro, they don't use radar. Okay? So, not having smoke in a co-op on a destroyer is an extreme challenge. And again, you're probably, if you gotta determine to get through this line, you're probably better off going into randoms with these things. All right. So start off. It is
Action
fast.
stations. Let's give them
I'm
a
not gonna
hard
lie.
time.
The ship is zippy, right? Doesn't turn that great, but it is zippy. Okay. So I'm gonna head up to sea on this map,
I owe you one.
and of course that's where the enemy ships are all gonna go. It's a big destroyer. is damn near cruiser sized, you know, which explains the concealment to a point. You know, the Soviet ships are in the same bag. But again, as I said before, the Soviet ships have smoke and armor. So they can protect themselves a little bit better than this thing can. So we're zipping along and moving into sea. Now, these ships, you can't really cap because you can't hide, right? So unless you can get yourself in a little island like up on that corner at B8, where that little island juts out from the main island, you can't hide in the cap to take it and wait it out, right? So that's not going to happen. Your concealment's so enormous, you can't really skirt around the edge and get around the flanks, you know, without getting detected. And if you do get detected, you're scrambling like a madman to get out of detection range. You don't dare fire your guns at that point because then your gun bloom's going to be as big.
Enemy force detected.
It's just, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I got nothing really good to say about these ships. So I see the co-op AI is coming in between those islands now. They're coming into a channel. And if I time this right, I should be able to fire my torps off right in that channel and maybe hit something with them. Because otherwise, in co-ops on this ship, what you're going to end up doing is charging an enemy ship, getting within 3 kilometers of it, launching all of your torps into its side, and then hoping you survive long enough to get away. That's basically what you're doing. Okay? So this little cove right here would be a good place to hide to make a cap happen. I decide, nah, not going to do that. They're too close anyway. They're going to cross in, and here it's contested. So I'm launching my torps into that channel, and I'm instantly detected, and I'm moving away. So I'm going to bank to the right here, and I'm thinking, well, do I want to go around the island? Then I think, well, why not? I can use my speed to try and get over to the other island on the north side. So that's what I do.
Problem solved, enemy cruiser destroyed.
My torps managed to hit a cruiser and kill it. Didn't do a lot of damage though, so it must have been on its last legs. And I'm just getting beat to death
Engine boost activated
by the secondaries and main armament of these battleships. I mean, look at this. And watch the stuff that gets destroyed and damaged and disabled.
Torpedo tubes destroyed.
And I got the captain skills on this thing, and I got modules on this thing to help prevent it. Look at the beating. This is what you're going to experience on these destroyers, guys. Seriously.
Our victory is
if your name is not Flambass or Flamu or even Jingles,
main turret critically
this is what you got. So you got critical engine damage, torpedo tubes destroyed, the ship is on fire, main turret's disabled, you name it. The baguettes have been blown up, the oven's on fire, the freaking cat's jumped overboard. I don't know what else could possibly go wrong on these things. It's a one-hit wonder. One hit and you wonder what the hell happened to it. So anyway, I get behind this island, I try to hide, right? I'm not using my repair party because I think I can wait this out. And I see that Georgia and that other battleship are pulling around the corner. They're chasing me. Okay? So what I'm going to do is bank my torpedoes around this way, and I'm going to try and launch there. But my saving grace, with just a teeny bit of health left, is we won the game. Until next time, you guys be good to each other and have a great, great day. God bless and keep you safe. Bye.